And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. We have got ourselves a 3 versus 3 on the settlement of Pulpadeva. And coming right out of the settlement, we've got scythed chariots from, I believe this is Massasoit, charging out against the attackers here. Getting some good volleys off of jabbies from the Gallic warriors there. Chariots 138 kills now. Not a bad move right here. A lot of these units don't have shield wall, and a lot of them were occupied by siege equipment. So we're actually able to get a pretty good charge through their ranks. Got two. Oh my gosh, look at that. 350, 362. And they're still getting kills, even as they're running away. You know what I mean? They get kills through that. 408. And then look at this. Saba coming in, Sabaean camel cataphracts charging in. So Massasoit had taken a unit and put it out right here. You know, the thought process is to slow down this tortoise, right? But to be perfectly honest with you, he was a Desert Legionnaire, which is a pretty expensive unit, and I'm not sure that is really a worthwhile place to put him. They've lost 56 men and only have 24 kills. You know, Saba here, 23 kills just on that charge that they did. Now they're going to go attacking Testudo, which really doesn't help them. Doesn't really put them in a position to do anything. In fact, it probably hurts them because now they won't throw javies. Excuse me, sorry, I muted because I had to cough. But, you know, Saba comes back in 43 kills now, so that was another 20 kills on that charge. And Desert Legionaries down to 82 out of 160, half strength now. On the other side here, we've got the attack going on in the corner. I guess we should probably go over some players here. So for the attackers, we have got Athens being commanded by Kick Lazarus, I think is what it is. We've got Saba being commanded by Jeff Rush. And then we have got Carthage here being commanded by Sir Come Sized. All separate words. For the defenders, we have got Chimeria being commanded by Gherkinheld. We've got Pontus being commanded by Graikos. He's actually the person who sent this in, but it's from the attacker's perspective, which is interesting. And then finally, Massasoit being commanded by Fruity, yeah. There's something more to it, but I can't remember. Look at all of this cavalry from Saba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units of camel cataphracts, 10 including the general. And then they had a few kind of cheap little desert levy units, but majority of them seem to be dead. On this side, we've got a couple walls taken down, but I believe this tortoise glitched. They could probably use this other tortoise to take down this wall here. But it looks to me like they're just going to give that up and come over and attack with the rest, which I personally think is probably the better idea. I'm not a huge fan of attacking places like this because there's really no good angles for the attackers here. Same thing over here. You know, it's a straight up attack, which is not good. You know, you want to be finding angles that you could shoot from. So here, you know, due to the fact that it's a corner, you know, if the defenders defend here, then you could shoot them in the back from over here. If the defenders defend here, you can do the exact other way. So it tends to force the defenders out of this position, thus giving you a foothold into the settlement. So that's why I think that in the end, this is probably the most feasible attack. They also have a Carthaginian ballista that they can now punish the defenders if they try to stack up a bunch of people here. The ballista can, and the ballista's already got 140 kills, so ballista's already doing the Lord's work here. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking around here. So the defenders, we've got a bunch of Pontic swords leading the defense here. Carthage continuing to move his army basically just over here. You know, the attackers are going to have, or the defenders, excuse me, are going to have to leave a couple units here just to watch these breaches, especially due to the cavalry. Cavalry, you know, if they decide to just walk away from here, cavalry can just whoop Just go right in over there. So they're, these couple Chimera Noble Infantry are probably going to be perfectly fine defending that. You can see what I was saying earlier. You got the Cretan archers of Athens getting shots into the Pontic swords. Thankfully for Pontus, that is a shield shot, not a sword shot. So far, they are kind of taking their time. Athens has a bunch of the thorax hoplites and thorax swords up here. Saba, I'm assuming, is probably going to kind of take their time. It probably not come in super early would be my assumption for Saba. That cavalry, they're probably going to be waiting for a little bit of, progress to be made by the other armies before Saba goes in. That's probably what Athens is waiting for Carthage to get ready to attack here. Athens, if they go in by themselves right now, they're just going to get demolished by the defenders. So, taking their time. That ballista getting more kills. 159 kills now. I'm trying to see exactly what he's killing. So, it looks like he's got a bunch of kills over here. If I was him, I might even hold on to a shot. If you've got distance on this temple, that's a good place to shoot. Especially if you wait a little while. People tend to forget about it, and you just blow it up, and then they have units sitting next to it, you know what I mean? So, could be an option there. As you can see, or at least you can hear, the defenders also moving around. Got a bunch of young axes back here. Another volley by the ballista. 166 now. Defenders piled up pretty good, so they definitely have shots. If they've got ammo, there's kills to be had. Got tribal slingers clumped up back here, as well as some young axes. So that's probably another 10 kills right there. 184. Another volley coming in. Looks like he might have got a couple young axes there. Pontic swords. 108, 153. You can see shots, this might be from the archers though. 70 kills. Cav coming in. We got Citizen Cav from Athens. And the Camel Cataphracts coming in. Shield wall! And honestly, their lines are a bit out of whack here. There's a bunch of gaps here through the defenders' lines. They do have a bunch of Javies set up behind. But this Camel Cataphract getting into the slingers, Masacely probably going to lose the slingers here. They're breaking, or wavering, broken. 191 on the Camel Cataphracts. And they're going to keep charging. Got Chimera Noble Infantry set up in Hoplite Wall, though, so they're probably not going to get anything there. Turning around, charging into the Thorough Spears that I don't think were braced. Oh man, Camel's getting a ton of kills here. Just busting through the back lines of the defenders. Those gaps in the defenders' lines are really, really screwing them right now. 402 now in the Camel Cataphracts. 1 chevron. Pontic sword kind of out of position. He's not even in shield wall. And now the Camel Cataphract turns around and gets him in the back. 421, 2 chevrons. And they're giving up. They're giving up this area totally. Or at least Pontus is. Chimeria's got his general in combat now. He probably wants to get the hell out of there. He's not moving. Citizen Cav also kind of got in here. Where is the rest of this unit? Oh, there's only 9 of them, that's why. But he's got 49 kills. Where'd that Camel Cataphract go? Did he die? I don't think he died. Really? I guess maybe he did finally break. No, man, no, that's not him. This Camel Cataphract has 44 or 45 kills, though. Yeah, I think that camel died. Which I'm sure the defenders are saying, finally. That hurt. That one cav unit really busted through and did quite a bit of damage. Now, you do have the African Scorpion actually in a really good position to shoot into these breaches as the attackers come in. Got a fresh unit of Camel Cataphracts coming. Pontic Peltis way out of position. Honestly, this whole defense is kind of out of whack right now. I think they are trying to figure out what the hell they need to do against these Camel Cataphracts. Just kind of watching here. Realistically, what they need to be doing is clean lines, okay? What they've got right now is like line and line and line. They need one line here, okay? When you have a just singular face, that charge is going to be less effective. But when that, those lines are staggered like that, you get situations where your unit can be hit in the flanks and things like that. So this cav, I think, was probably a little bit of a waste. 78 kills on this one. I don't know that one was worth charging in like that. In fact, it wasn't worth. 78 kills is not enough for that cataphract. It's way too expensive for only that many kills. For that few kills, I guess I probably should say. Carthage has come in with a bunch of Gallic warriors, and now we've got, I believe, the meat of their army. Libyan infantry's coming in. Got the Cretan archers here from Carthage. More, so these are Iberian swords. And another Camel Cataphract. This is the one that's seen a little bit of action, but not a whole lot. It's only got 45 kills. Now, Athens moving in with a bunch of his throw spears that have javelins. He's just throwing jabbies. Chimeri going to respond by charging in with his Chimerian noble infantry. The jabbies are shooting over at the Scorpion. Good idea. Scorpion is a big threat to you. It can do a lot of damage to your units as they come in. Especially, look at this. Look at the clumps. Scorpions shoot into this, and they're getting tons of kills. So he had to charge in and shut up those throw spears. Now that the throw spears have been silenced, you can see they are retreating. But it also has put Chimeria's noble infantry out of position. Saba charging in with more Camel Cataphracts. Now this is the one that we just saw had 45 kills. Now he's got 65 kills. Camel Cataphracts charging into Chimerian noble infantry. They're out of position. That unit was still moving into position when the Camel Cataphracts charged it. 15 kills. Now getting charged by young axes. Also have thorax hoplites in here from Athens. Camels charging back in. They've got 75 kills now. Desert cohort now in the mix. Another desert cohort coming to help out. Camel Cataphracts are retreating. They've only got 17 kills, so they didn't do as good against the noble infantry as I thought they would. We also have another unit in. Look at this. 23 kills on this one. Looks like he snuck in and around. Sorry, I had to cough there. Got the Armored Numidian Riders, the Masacely General, charging in on the Camel Cataphracts. He needs help there. That is not a good enough unit to take on Camel Cataphracts, especially camels coming off of a slope charge. Got young axes going to charge in. They don't have jabbies, though, so there's one huge thing that's good against cavalry that they don't have to use against some of the best cavalry in the game. Gallic warriors in, got 43 kills now. 47 kills. Libyan infantry. Slave infantry charging in. Thorough spears. Now we've got Chimerian heavy archers up on the walls. They're shooting down now, I believe, at the Cretan archers over there. 32 kills. The camels, done for. I'm kind of surprised that they dealt with them that quickly. That was a really good charge. The Armored Numidian Rider took quite a bit of damage. But with the young axes in support, and I believe the Pontic Royal Cavalry also doing some work there. What they really need to do, they've got to solidify this defense up here. If they lose this castle, this keep, this whole thing becomes a nightmare to defend. So they really don't want to lose that. See, Masasley is really pushed up with his infantry. We've got desert cohorts, desert legionaries. They've really charged in 94 kills, 38, 84. Over here, we've got Libyan infantry with 94 kills. Still quite a bit of infantry left. Still a lot of cavalry left as well. Saba's got a lot of cav. A lot of cav. Heavy archers, we got 76 kills, and they've got a really good position up on the corner of this wall to shoot down into this. They could shoot over here. They can really basically shoot anything in this courtyard over here. Crimean Noble Infantry have charged in to assist the Desert Legionaries, but Desert Legionaries only have 55 men left, so I'm not sure that that's really worth it. Sorry, guys, I'm just kind of looking around, getting a view of what's going on in the settlement. Desert cohorts did they basically just kind of force these guys to run away. You don't want to pursue this, though. You're going to pull yourself out of position. They're already kind of holding it a bit farther out than I would suggest. You know what I mean? They're pretty far out there, forcing them to have to use more units to defend this area. Now we've got... Where did that come from? Did that come from these Cretans, I think? 42 kills, 43 kills, and then 161 kills. You also have the Thorough Spears up here with their javies. Those javies are really, really painful. 4 kills. Not doing as much. I mean, I thought that those javies were going to do a hell of a lot more than that. Got a bunch of picked peltists up here. Step archers. Kind of a weird setup of range here from the defenders. Got 2 Chimerian heavies, 1 step, 1 picked peltist. I don't see any other range. They could have some more. There's another Chimerian heavy. Pontic Royal Cav. So I believe when Graikos sent us in, I believe he said they could do 1 extra peltist unit and maybe a Cav archer as well. Camel Cataphracts. These guys have 20 kills, and they want more. Well, no, they don't. Never mind. Got the Chimerian Noble Infantry. They went hoplite formation, so the Cav really weren't going to do a whole lot against it if they charged in. Cretan Archer's got 71 kills now, 47, but he just popped the quick reload. They're shooting into the desert cohorts of Desert Legionaries and Masasley here. Thorough Spears charging in on Chimerian Noble Infantry. But then you got that desert cohort, the 36 men charging in. 117 kills on the Scorpion, and they're charging in, so they must be out of ammo. Over here, just a real hodgepodge. You got a bunch of Pontic units, Thorough Spears and Pontic swords, taking on a bunch of Libyan infantry and Iberian swords from Carthage. In the end, the Carthage will probably win that. Got a charge from the Camel Cataphracts into Desert Legionaries that were pretty well prepared for it. Got a decent charge, though, from Camels. Let's see, he's up to 31 kills. Desert Legionaries, the Desert Cohort, 79 kills to 25 men. That's not very good. Really, really need better kills than that. 130 kills on Chimerian Nobles with the Chevron. That's pretty good. But that Desert Cohort's like 920 gold and 83 kills. Not very good. Definitely want to be getting better than that. 38 kills on Desert Legionary. They're pretty healthy. Camel Cataphracts coming back in. They might break that Desert Cohort. 18, 16, 15. He's wavering. Camel Cataphracts now up to 53 kills. Now over here, let's see. We've got a fresh Libyan infantry forward. Got some beat up Gallic warriors. We got a beat up Libyan infantry. More cav coming in, so another camel cataphract coming in. 54 kills. This one is completely fresh. 80 men with 0 kills. It is a bit messy over here for the cav work, though. Good charge into Desert Legionaries that were out of position. They were still in the middle of moving. I don't know about going through that unit, though. Well, I mean, they look like they got a solid knockdown. They did get, you know, the Desert Legionary was out of position. He was in the middle of moving. So I think that was a fair charge. 70 kills. He's got into a bunch of the range. Picked Beltis, heavy Numidian skirmishers. At least they aren't like archers, you know what I mean? These two units are relatively solid in combat. So, you know, they should do okay. He's got 105 kills, and he's tied down by cavalry and infantry. I don't know that he's getting out of this. He's only got 20 men, 106 kills with a chevron. He might get a couple more here, but then I think he's going to break. Good Javi toss there. And the Cav, the Army Numidian Rider, is going to come in and finish him off. 129 kills. Numidian Rider 63. Really just kind of being more of a nuisance, that cavalry. We're going to get more now. Yep, that other unit going to come back in. Pick Beltis holding the line. That's not going to be enough for camel cataphracts. Decent charge. He went in with 54 kills. 60. Oh, yeah, it's a good charge. 78, 80. Good charge there by Saba. A lot of the units are hitting just kind of out of position. That's why he's getting good worth out of these charges. This side is not looking good. And they don't look like they're too committed to putting more units there either. This is looking really, really bad. Carthage should be taking advantage of that right there. Here we go, more units moving forward. We've got Desert Legionaries, Young Axes. Young Axes are not very good, so I don't see them doing a whole lot here. Chimerian Heavy Archers with, 31 kills. Does he still have any more over here? Step Archers with 50. 213 with 2 chevrons, that's really good. That archer did really, really good. Camel Cataphracts charge back in. Now this one is a different unit. This one's got 50 kills. 51 kills now. Now you got the Thorax Hoplite General of Athens charging in. Probably need some more infantry over here. Javi's get into the Camel Cataphracts. He's got 42 out of 80. Chimerian Nobles just trying to hold this. They really need another unit over here to guard that. But they really don't have anything, I hate to say it. You know, a lot of their infantry is tied up here. They've got a couple units over here. They're not even guarding those breaches anymore, I don't think. Now we got the Samnite Warriors coming in from Carthage. That's a really solid unit. Should be able to beat up these Desert Legionaries because they're already hurt. Desert Legionaries at full health could probably hold up, but these guys are only 59 out of 160 there. Young Axes turning around and charging into the backs of these Thorax Hoplites. I think is the Armored Numidian Rider. I'm not sure. Is he trying to slip around? He's trying to get in on the Saba, the Camel Cataphracts here. 59 kills. This one, same as one of the other Camel Cataphracts, not doing so hot. Charging in with a fresh unit, though. 80 out of 80. He's got 8 kills. Got Mercenary Scutari coming in with them. Scutari, really good units, especially for... They're only like 6'10" or something like that. Armored Numidian Rider is basically doing everything he can to counter out these cataphracts, which, while the Armored Numidian Rider is a really solid shock cab, it is not as good as the Camel Cataphracts. So I would say that given that he got 106 kills or something like that, and, was doing a pretty good job of zoning out these cataphracts, I'd say he did a pretty good job for the fact that that unit is pretty outclassed there. Here we go. Now we got the Step Archers up in that same spot up on the wall, so they should be able to get some really good shots here. I would focus on the Scutari. They've got only 60 armor. That would be a good shot. Over here, they're still holding. Got a couple more Thorough Spears and some Young Axes holding this area, but they are quickly running out of troops. The defenders, yeah. The bounce power is definitely in favor of the attackers, but only by a sliver. The attacking Saba here has got to get excellent kills with the rest of his cataphracts here. Which I think he's only got 2. The one here and then his general. Sorry, I had to burp. So we got Trample. He's coming in. The attacking Testudo I don't think is going to really do anything. I believe these are the 2 Chimerian Noble Infantry that were watching the 2 breaches, because they just came walking from over here. So I think that's what these are. They're probably pretty tired. No, they are fresh, so he took his time. Got a charge on a unit that's out of position. This guy's got 105. The general with 40. Sam Knight Warriors moving forward. Understood. Scutari with 92 kills. They're coming over here towards the Chimerian general. Get some good shots here. These Young Axes, their kind of last straw here, are not very good. So I don't know how much they're really going to do. These Camel Cataphracts will demolish these Young Axes. They don't have shield wall. They don't have javies. They don't have formation attack. They basically have nothing that helps them against camels. The camels aren't getting very good charges at them, which is probably saving them. But just by themselves, those camels would just blow right through them. 169 on that camel now. This general's still kind of holding back here. We still have a couple... It's basically just the archers and stuff of Carthage, which some of them look like they've got ammo. This is a pretty fresh mercenary Scutari. Oh, look at this. Pontus out here with Pontic Royal Cavalry. Oh, you could go in there. Saba's general moved away. Oh, I think you're missing a good opportunity to get some kills in here. Scutari out of formation, you know what I mean? They're in spread formation. Your cavalry would just demolish them. I think you're missing out on a good opportunity. And if they're not paying attention, you might be able to get the Carthaginian general as well. This could be a really good move right here at Pontus. If he can get some good back charges and some good kills here, Pontus could swing this around. Saba's general still got 40. I don't think they realize that Pontus is out here. Come on. Get into him. Charge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good. I would prioritize the general. They know now. They've got it now. Thorax Hoplite turned around. The Carthaginian general is charging. Here comes Saba's gen. 54 kills. Not quite as many as he really wanted to get there. Maybe at least if he had killed the Carthaginian general or something. It might have even been worth to, come around here and prioritize the Carthaginian general instead of going through the other units to get to him. But the Pontic general is faster than the Saba cataphract, so he's just running away. Camo Cataphracts. I think they see juicy targets here in the young axes. Look at all this. Kind of a crazy battle here. I've been really surprised at how well Saba's done with his Cataphracts. The Step Archer, or no, these are Chimerian. This is another Chimerian Heavy Archer. I believe they were shooting at the Saba General here, 75 out of 180. Pontus coming back for more. Well, he thought about it. Oh, he sure thought about it. But I think he sees that Camo Cataphract and is thinking, nah, I'm good. Bounce power is pretty heavy in the attacker's favor, though. Camo Cataphract does have 121 now. He's exhausted, though. He didn't bring a general ability, doesn't look like. Otherwise, you know, you could second wind yourself. But make sure you get your general abilities, guys. I'd rather have a shitty one than none. You know, even if you had, like, Commander, you'd still have some, like, buff stuff, you know what I mean? Some morale buffs. But Strategist, I'm of the opinion, is usually the one to take. You know, if you're playing someone like Swaby, it's kind of cool sometimes to bring the Warrior General for the morale affecting, you know, the scare effect stuff. But man, that second win for Strategist is a pretty tough one to beat. Pontus coming back in. Get that gen. Get the gen. He's got 104 kills with 2 chevrons. I would just step out. Just step out. Walk away. Do what you've been doing. Just walk away. They won't chase you. He might chase you this time, but you just got to keep moving. You're faster than he is. Especially with the second wind. He's exhausted, remember? There you go. His flag's tied up, but he's getting away. 105 kills. Chimerian General way out of position, so he's now surrounded. We've got Thorax Hoplites and Mercenary Scutari. General, 99 kills, 61 out of 160. Look at the Sam Knights here just doing work. 268, 121. Oh, and look at this. Oh, yeah, Saba, you see it. Juicy. 213, 180. But Saba's about to say, death to you. Then you got a small Sam Knight Warrior that got into some young axes. Get in there, clean it up, Saba. Turn around, 180. I don't know why you probably just stay in there. He's turning around. He's gonna charge. Okay, he's trying to deal with the Pontic General, as is Carthage's gen. 140. Wouldn't be surprised if we see army losses start kicking in soon. You know, especially if they get into those Chimerian archers and kill them, that would be a big hit to the army losses casualty rate. I think Chimeria's general is dead. It's got to be, right? To be a lucky SOB if he's not. 23 men out of 160. But there's no, you know, general dead penalties going, so 21 out of 160. Here comes Carthage's gen. He wants in. Now you got second win on the Sam Knights. 289. Where'd that other? I think that other unit is this one here. 169. It's pretty healthy too. It's capping the tower. You might as well just go kill the Chimerian Heavy Archers though. Saba finishing off the archers. I mean, I think it's GG, guys. A valiant defense and a really solid, you know, a lot of fun. You know, I'm glad you sent in for this Cav play by Saba. You don't very often see all Cav armies on attack. And when you do, you don't very often see them work. You know, it requires you getting into the settlement, requires really good space to work. You know, Pulpadeva is a pretty good example of that. It's a, you know, I mean, you got a lot of room to maneuver here with cavalry. So, but I believe that is it for this one. Let's go look at some kills here. So starting off, look at this, Carthage. 3,218 kills. Got 218 on the ballista. Archers, a few of them probably could have done a little bit better, but look at the Balearics, 251. Libyans, 414, 1 chevron. 259, 184. 305 on the Samnites, 209. Kirk Lazarus is what it was, not Kick. 1888 as Athens. We've got 176 on the General. A lot of his thorax hoplites all did pretty solid, as well as his thorax swords, 2 chevrons, 118. Jeff Rush as Saba, 1471. You know, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know what I mean. He outdid his losses, 1340 to 1471. 264 with 2 chevrons, 432 with 2 chevrons. A lot of his others, some of them not doing so hot. 27's not great. 91, it's okay. You know, you definitely want to be kind of up in these like 169s to even more, right? Look at the Desert Levy just got obliterated. They were just there to move stuff around. For the defenders, we've got Gurkeneld as Chimeria, 2,095 kills, leading the defenders. Archers did really, really good. 2 chevrons on each with 200 kills. 102 with 2 chevrons on the picked Peltis. Honestly, I think it really came down to his infantry was pretty outmatched. The young X's, they're worthless, they're terrible, get rid of them. Dracos as Pontus, 1491. Once again, I think just outclassed here, you know what I mean? I think especially with Carthage here, just really, the Pontic swords just aren't good enough. Then we've got Fruity Bandit Camp, 1662 as Masacely. Here, I think that there was a lot of bad positioning, unfortunately, that really was the downfall to Masacely. Masacely should have been the backbone of the defenders here, but a lot of their units really got out of place, out of position, and I think that's really what led to their downfall. 428 on the chariots was a good leadoff, though. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.